Okay, people, if I've asked you once, I've asked you 500 times. Are you ready for some football?
It's me, Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke, and I'm here today with the first game of the Sportsman Z football league season. This will be the game of the week. For each week I plan to do a game of the week that I televise, and the other games I will just play myself and maybe post the results on my community tab on YouTube so that you can keep up with them. So anyway, today we have a game between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if you want to know what players are on the teams, I'm going to list the offenses on the screen so that you can read them. And there was also a video where I announced a new project back a little while ago, and I will put that in the end card so that you can look at that to familiarize yourself with the teams that will be involved in each game as we play them, but particularly for this one. So the Steelers are the home team, and I'm going to say that they want to kick off. I'm not going to do any rolling of the dice or anything like that. They just will decide that they're going to kick off. So the Jets will receive the kickoff, and the Steelers, they kick, and it is to the 15, number 1. So the Jets are going to have good field position here. And their number 1 back, returning it, is a 5, and that is 23 yards. 10, 20, and 3. So they've got very good field position. And a 1st and 10. Now you can see my scoreboard over here. And the scoreboard is only going to count down the time, and I will put the correct score in when there is a score. But I am not going to update, where it is on the field and everything. You'll have to look down here on the field to see that. Also, I want to make a note that I set it for 23 minutes, and the 23 minutes is going to be per quarter. And that's basically a quarter and a half's worth of time, and the other half quarter worth of time is so that I can, so that I can get more games, more playing time, more, plays in, and I'm not wasting most of the 15 minute of actual playing time by, checking charts, moving things around, etc. And so, in that vein, I am also going to put this on 1.5 times, either 1.5 times or 2 times speed, as you can probably tell by how I sound talking, so that the game, you can view the game quicker, and it isn't going to be like an hour and a half of viewing time watching Strat-O-Matic Football. So, with all of that said, let's get on with the game. The quarterback for the Jets is Kurt Warner, and they are going to start out with a flat pass to the tight end. And I have my play guessing charts, and Pittsburgh's D on 1st and 10 is going to call, they're looking for the pass. And there's no penalty, and it's a 6 on Pittsburgh's flat pass defense, which is a short gain. Oh. And that is a 7 on short gain on the chart. So that is 15 yards. So they get 2, 10, and 3. And they will go, let's see. They're going to go end run with a halfback on 1st and 10. The Steelers are looking for the pass. So there's where the first down would be. And that's a 3 on end run with a halfback. And their halfback is Sammy Morris. 3, end run, not looking for it, is 20 yards. 2, 8, 9, 10, 12, 8. So on 2nd down, they're going to go, they're not fooling around, they're going to go short to the flanker. And Pittsburgh, I knew that was going to happen, is looking for the pass. And there is a possible possible offensive penalty. 6, short pass on Warner's card is incomplete because they were looking for it. And the, let's see. And then we roll on the Jets offensive card to see what the penalty might be. And it's nothing, so there is no penalty. So, yeah, let's go. 2nd and 10. I'll probably keep this up to date. Oh, wait. Yes, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, they're going to go end run with the halfback again, Sammy Morris. On 2nd and 10, Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. No penalty, and that's an 8 end run, right? Yeah, end run on their defense. They are poor against runs, so we'll see what that renders. And that is 5 yards. On 3rd and 5, they're going to go, they're outside the 20, so they'll do a flat pass to the tight end. Pittsburgh is looking, I believe, looking for the pass. Let's see, 3rd, and yeah, they are. There is no penalty, and that's an 8 on Warner, flat pass, which is receiver, and the receiver is their tight end. And that is a 7 on the tight end's card, which is 6 yards, because they were right, but that's just what they needed. And they are going to go short pass to the flanker. They want to punch it in right here. 1st and 10, the Steelers are looking for the pass. There is no penalty, and that's a 2 short pass on the Pittsburgh defense, which is 14 yards, 2 to 5, 11, or 12. And that's an 8, so that's incomplete. And they are going to go end run with the halfback on 2nd and 10. Pittsburgh probably won't be looking for it. They aren't. They're looking for the pass. There's no penalty. That's a 7 end run on their defense is 4 yards. And they're going to, on 3rd and 6, they're going to go short again to the flanker. They've already got a field goal locked up, pretty much. So 3rd and 6, they're looking for the run. Pittsburgh is thinking they're going to run. There's no penalty, and that's a 6 on short pass to the flanker on the defense. Short pass 6 is 13 yards, and it is a touchdown. So, doing a kickoff. That's a 7, which is to the 10, number 2, for the Steelers. And their return is an 8, which is on the opponent return card, which is 19 yards. So they've got pretty good field position, too. So everything is moved into place. Let me get the play selected. They're going to start out with a long pass to the split end. So let's see what happens on this. The Jets will be looking for, I think they're looking for the run. They are. On 1st and 10, they're looking for the run. So, and that's a possible defensive penalty as well. There's an 8 on long pass on the Jets defense, which is receiver, and that's the split end. And that's a 4 on the split end, which is incomplete, but let's roll for the penalty on the Jets, the possible penalty. And that's no penalty, so it is 2nd and 10. They're going to go short pass. Their quarterback, by the way, the quarterback for Pittsburgh is Aaron Rodgers. You might want to go back and take a look at that. But anyway, because these are all mixed teams. There's no, like, traditional, well, there might be a few traditional players on certain teams, but it's all mixed league, and I've explained all of that before. So they are going to go short to the flanker, and the Jets are looking for the run. And that's a 7 and a possible defensive penalty again. So 7 on the Jets defense for a short pass is 11 yards. But let's see what the defensive penalty is. 8. And 8, I believe, is also nothing. So they just get the 11 yards, and they get the first down. So 1st and 10, they're going to go end run with their halfback. And their halfback in this particular case is Clinton Portis. And the Jets will be looking for the run. And that is a 6 with no penalty. A 6 on Portis's card, which is -2 yards because they were looking for it. So now they've got a 2nd and 12. Go end run with a halfback again. Hopefully they're hoping, I guess, that the Jets aren't looking for it this time. But they are. The Jets will be looking for it again. And that's a 7 on Portis's card. He's not going to get anywhere on that. It's a 0. He's going to go back and he's going to have to pass. They're going to go short to the flanker. The Jets are looking for the pass. And where is the white dice? There it is. And that is a 5. Short pass on Rodgers' card is incomplete. Double incomplete on that. So stop the clock on the punt. That's an 8 for Pittsburgh. Punting is 41 back 1. So 1, 10, 20, 30, 40. So the return will be from the 20 for the Jets. And they get an 11 on their punt return. And that's going to be a fumble -1. You knew that was probably coming up. 2 to 6 or 12, they recover it and they don't. So Pittsburgh jumps on it and they have the ball. 1st and 10 at the 19. Let's get the play in. It's short to the flanker. We can start the clock again. This will be a 1st and 10 for them. And the Jets will be looking for the run. They keep looking for the run. That's a bad thing. 10 on the Jets' short pass defense is incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Going to go short again. This time they're going to go short to the split end. The Jets are looking for the pass. There's a possible defensive penalty. Possible offensive penalty, but that's a 3 short pass on the Jets defense, which will be 12 yards, 2 to 4, 11, or 12. And it is going to be 12 yards if there is no offensive penalty. We'll roll on Pittsburgh's card. That is a 10. 10 says number 3. So, on all pass attempt situations, 3. Holding. So that's holding, and it's going to be knock them back 10 yards. And now they've got a 2nd and 20 to go. So, Rodgers is going to put in the same thing, short to the flanker this time. The Jets, 1 to 13, probably are looking for the pass on 2nd and 20. 1 to 15, yes, they are. There is no penalty, and it is a 7 on short pass on Rodgers' card, which is 12 yards. So, 3rd and 8. So, with a 3rd and 8, down deep, they're going to go short again. Short to the tight end this time. The Jets are looking for the pass. Possible defensive penalty and an 11 roll on the defense, the Jets defense for short pass, which is incomplete. But let's roll for the penalty, and that's a 7. That's going to be no penalty. So the not the Packers. I keep thinking the Packers because of Rodgers, but the Steelers have a 4th and 8, and they are going to have to kick the field goal. They're going to attempt the field goal from the 16-yard line, which will give them a 2 to 10 good. And it is. So that's 3. That's going to be a good kickoff. That's -2 in the end zone. The Jets will just take it on the 25. And as always, we will get their play in before we start the clock. And they're going to go end run with a halfback. They're up 7-3. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. And there's no penalty. And that is an 8. End run on the halfback for them is going to be 7 yards. 2nd and 3 to go. They're going to go line buck with the fullback. Pittsburgh is, 2nd and 5 to 9 is 1 to 10 pass. They are looking for the pass. There is no penalty. And where is the white dice again? Oh, Is it over it now? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. And that's going to be a 2. That's an 8 line buck on the fullback. And that's LeRon McClain. Line buck 8. It's going to be 4 yards on a first down. Have a 1st and 10 for the Jets. And they are going to go end run with a halfback on first down. Pittsburgh defense is guessing run. So there's a possible offensive penalty, and that is a 5. So, that's a possible fumble too, going to be, I think. Fumble -1, 2 to 4, 11 or 12. Nope, it isn't going to be a fumble, but it would be a -1. But there's a possible offensive penalty. Let's roll for that. That's an 8. I believe that's going to be nothing. That is, no penalty. 7:36 before the, according to the clock, the countdown clock before the first quarter is over. They are going to go end run with a halfback again. They're going to go back to that well. This time they are looking for the pass, Pittsburgh is. There's no penalty, and that's a 3. End run's going to be a short gain, probably, on the Pittsburgh defense. It is. And the short gain is a 6, which I believe we've already done. That's like 14 yards, right? 16. It's 16 yards. 1st and 10, and they're going to go long. They're launching it. They're going to go long to the split end on first down. Really got to hope that the Steelers aren't looking for it. Of course, it is Kurt Warner passing, but the Steelers are looking for it. And that's a 10. Long pass on their defense. 10 is receiver. That's the split end. The split end rolls a 9 on long, which is incomplete. They're going to go flat to the tight end on second down. Really would be helpful if the Steelers aren't looking for it here, but they are. And that's an 11. No penalty, and 11 on flat on Pittsburgh defense is -2. 3rd and 12, they're going to go short to the flanker. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. There is no penalty. 9 on Warner's card. 9 short pass is 12 yards, and they just barely get the first down. And they are going to go end run with a halfback. And the Steelers are looking for the pass. And that's a 2. That's going to be a long gain. Long gain on end run on the Pittsburgh defense, I'm pretty sure. And that's what it is. And that's a 5. We might be looking at a touchdown, folks. And 48 yards we are. And the Jets score another touchdown. 44 left in the first quarter. And that's a 6. 6 on their kickoff is to the 8, number 1. And the number 1 back is a 6. And he gets 21 yards. So 2, 10, 20, and back it off. 1, they're going to have it at the 29. Not bad field position to start with. And we are going to put the play in, get that ready to go. They're going to start with an end run to the halfback. And they're looking for the pass. Or no, they're looking for the run. They are looking for the run, and that's a 12. End run 12 on their halfback is only 2 yards. And it would have been 2 yards even if they hadn't been looking for it. So it's going to be a 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8, they're going to go short to the split end. The Jets are looking for the pass. No penalty, and that's a 7 short pass. This has been a relatively penalty-free game. I think there's only been 1. 7 on short pass on the Jets defense is 11 yards. And they're going to go short again, but this time to the flanker. And that's going to be, they're looking for the run. And there's a possible offensive penalty too. 9 on short pass on Rodgers is they weren't looking for it, so it's 14 yards, but let's see if there's an offensive penalty. 7 there isn't, so it's going to be 14 yards. For the 35, they still got a 1st and 10. They're going to go end run with a halfback. The Steelers are doing it right. They're doing it right, trying to move the ball methodically down the field, not trying to get it all back in one thing. And they are looking for the run, so that's a problem. And that is a 7 end run with a possible defensive penalty. So 7 end run on the Jets defense is 1 yard, but let's see if they have a penalty. 7 they don't, so it's only 1 yard. So they get a 2nd and 9. And we are in the last minute. This is going to be the last play. They're going to go long to the split end. And the Jets are looking for the, they're looking for the pass. No penalty, and that's a 9. Long pass, right? Yep, long pass. Rodgers' card is incomplete. And so that is going to, no, we got one more play. They're going to go short. 3rd and 9, they're going to go short to the tight end. And the Jets are looking for the pass. There's a possible defensive penalty, but the short pass results in a 12-yard, 2-4, 11, or 12. No, it's not any, there's no gain on that. And let's check the penalty for the Jets. That is a 10. That might be a penalty. That's number 2. So number 2 on the defense. And this was that was a pass. Let's see. It was a short pass, so it is defensive pass interference. Yeah, because we don't know where the interference occurred because this is Strat-O-Matic, so there was a penalty. It is 15 yards, and the Steelers will be right there when we come back for the second quarter. Okay, we're back for the second quarter, and we're going to put the play in like we do. Let's see here. End run with a halfback for the Steelers, and we'll start the clock for the second quarter. Jets are looking for the run, so that's what they're doing. End run, 9, no penalty. End run 9 on the Jets defense is 2 yards. 2nd and 8, they're going to do off tackle with the fullback on 2nd down and 8. Hoping that the Jets will not be calling for that. And they aren't. They're looking for the pass. There's no penalty. That's a 7 on the fullback's card. 7 off tackle. Is going to be a short gain because they were not looking for it. And that's a 7. That's going to be probably 15 yards, yes. At the 12, they can get a first down without getting a touchdown at the 2. So they will go short pass to the split end. They don't want to fool around anymore. The Jets are looking for the pass. There's no penalty, and that's an 11 short pass on Rodgers' card. That's going to be intercepted 2 to 6, 11, or 12. And that's 7, so it's not intercepted. So 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line. They're going to go short to the flanker this time. The Jets are looking for the pass. There's no penalty. This time it's a 12 on Rodgers' card. And that's going to be 11 yards. That's going to put it down to the 1, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. So they're going to do the line buck with the fullback. And the Jets are looking for, let's see. They're looking for the pass. No, they're looking for the run. They are looking for the run. There's no penalty, and that's a 4 line buck on the fullback. And that's going to be 3 yards and a touchdown. And so Pittsburgh has 10 points.
Most of these teams have automatic extra points. This was back in the extra point automatic day. That's why the NFL moved it. So we're going to stop the clock, and there's going to be an 8 for the reception of the kickoff. The 8 is to the 6, number 1. And the number 1 back is, that's an 11. That's a fumble, 16 yards. So 4, 10, 2 to 6 or 12, they get it back. They do. So the Jets are fortunate there that they didn't turn it over a second time.
So they have it 1st and 10 at the 22. They got to go to the 32. With Kurt Warner, they're going to come out and try it again. Long pass. Long pass to the split end. The Pittsburgh defense is not looking for it. And that's going to be a 5 long on Kurt Warner, which is incomplete. 2nd down and 10, they're going to go end run with a halfback. Pittsburgh is probably looking for the pass. Yes, they are. There is no penalty, and that's a 5. What is it? End run? Yeah, end run with a halfback. And that's a possible fumble. Let's see. On Reggie Bush, that's a fumble. -8, 2-3. Because they were, they weren't looking for 2 or 12, -1, 2 or 12. And it is not a fumble, but it is a loss of a yard. 3rd and 11, no doubt they're going short to the split end. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. There's a possible defensive penalty, and that's an 8 short pass on the Pittsburgh defense, which is incomplete, but let's see what the defensive penalty is, if anything. That is a 4, and that will be offsides, and they're going to the Jets are going to take that, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 now, and it's a little more manageable. They're going to go flat to the tight end. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. That's a possible offensive penalty. 6. Flat pass 6 on the Pittsburgh defense is 13 yards. Or wait a minute, no. It's a short gain. It could be 13 yards. It's an 8, which is actually 14 yards. But we got to see if the offense had a penalty. And that's a 5. 5 on the Jets. Penalty is no, so it is a 14-yard gain. And they are going to go end run with a halfback on 1st down. Pittsburgh is looking for the run. And that's a 3. It's a good thing, but it might still be a double short gain or something for the Jets. Reggie Bush. And he gets 0 yards. So they're going to try flat to the tight end on 2nd down. And they're looking for the run, Pittsburgh is. And that's a 7, no penalty, and 7 flat pass on the Pittsburgh D is incomplete. We're going to go short to the split end. And that's a 13. They are looking for the pass, I believe. 3rd and 10. Yeah. And that's a 9. Possible defensive penalty. And 9 on short pass on the Pittsburgh defense. Is receiver. And that's the split end 10. Split end 10 on short is 18 yards. Let's see if there was a penalty on the defense. 7, there was not. So it is an 18-yard gain. 10. And they are going to go end run again with the halfback, trying to bring their running game. They're trying to get that running game going. I knew that was going to happen. Pittsburgh is looking for the... I think they're looking for the run. They are looking for the run. And this was an end run with a halfback. So... Oh, wait, we already know that they're looking for the run. No penalty, and that's a 7 on end run on the Pittsburgh defense. And that's going to be 4 yards. 2nd and 6, they're going to go off tackle with the fullback. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass, I think. Let's see, 2nd and... 1-9 pass, so no, they're looking for the run. And that's a 7 off tackle on the fullback's card. 7. And that's going to be 0 yards, because 3rd and 6, they're going to go short to the split end. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. They are barely looking for the pass. There's no penalty. It's an 8 short pass on the Pittsburgh defense, and that is going to be incomplete. Probably can, technically they can. It would be 2 to 5 good, but they're not going to do that. They're going to punt the ball. And they didn't want a booming punt, and that's what they got, so Pittsburgh is just going to take it on the 25. This will be 1st and 10. And 1st and 10 at the 31, I believe. So we have that in, and they're going to start with an end run. I mean, they're only down 14-10. So they're going to start with an end run. 11:29 left in game time. The Jets are looking for the pass. There's no penalty, and it's a 10 on their halfback, Portis, who only gets 4 yards. And they're going to go short to the flanker with Rodgers at quarterback. And the Jets are looking, what, at 2nd and 6? They are looking 1 to 10 pass, so they are looking for the run. They're looking for the run, and that's a 6. Possible defensive penalty, though. 6 short pass on Rodgers' card is 13 yards, but let's see if there's a defensive penalty. There isn't, so it is a 13-yard gain. They're going to go long to the split end on 1st down. They got Rodgers. Let's see if they can catch the Jets looking for the run. They can't. No penalty, though, and that's a 6. Long pass, and that's incomplete. 2nd and 10, they're going to go short to the flanker. And they are looking for the pass, and that is a 6. 6 short pass on Rodgers' card is 13 yards. And with the halfback on 1st down, the Jets seem geared up to look for passes, but they're not. They're looking for the run there, but it's a possible defensive penalty. 8 end run on the Jets defense is 0 yards. We are going to go on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, they're going to go short to the tight end on 2nd and 10. The Jets are looking for the run. There's a possible offensive penalty, though, and that's a 9. So let's see, 9 on Rodgers' card for a short pass is, they're not looking for it, so it would be 14 yards. But let's see if there's an offensive penalty. That's a 4. And that's going to be offside, so they are. There is a penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty. So they have a 2nd and 15. And they will definitely go short to the flanker this time. The Jets, let's see, 2nd and 15. 1 to 15 pass, so they are looking for the pass. There's no penalty. That's a 12. Short pass 12 on the Jets defense is going to be a long gain. This is going to be nice. That's an 11. That's probably a touchdown. Let's see. 70 yards, I would say so. So, yeah, Aaron Rodgers launches a touchdown pass, and that's going to give the Steelers 17, and the Steelers come back. Oh, wait a minute. Clear. Steelers come back, and they score a touchdown. 6:48 left in the half. And they go ahead by the score of 17-14. We'll do the kickoff without the clock moving. That's a 6. That is to the 8, number 1. And the number 1 back. That's a 9. That is 21 yards. So 2, 10, 20, and back it off 1. They got a 1st and 10 right there. And they are going to go, they got a first and 10. And we're going to put in the play as we do before we start the clock. They're going to go short to the flanker, because now they have to catch up. Now they can't just eat clock. And Pittsburgh is looking for the run. So this is going to be an unfettered Short pass, and that's a 3. Short pass on Warner's card, and it's incomplete. Double incomplete. Unreal. And they're going to go end run with the halfback. And Pittsburgh is looking for the run. No, they're not. 2nd and 10. They're looking for the, yeah, they are looking for the pass. Looking for the pass, and that's a 10 on Clinton Portis's card. Or no, on Reggie Bush's card. And that's going to be 26 yards because they weren't looking for it. Yard line. They have the ball at the 45, the Steelers 45. And they're going to go short to the flanker. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. And that is a 7 short pass on the Pittsburgh defense. Is -9. They're sacked. They sacked Warner. And 2nd and 19. I don't know. You're going to go... Well, let's get some of that yardage back. End run halfback. And I'm sure they're probably looking for the pass. 1 to 14, yes. No penalty, and that's an 8. 8 end run on the Pittsburgh defense is 5 yards. So now they've got no choice. They're going to go short to the flanker. 3rd and 14. Yeah, and that's what that is. 3rd and 14, they are looking pass. They're just looking for pass. There's no roll. And that is an 8. Short pass 8 on the Pittsburgh defense. And that's incomplete, which means they have to kick. And we're going to, or 4th and 14, which means they have to kick. They're going to punt the ball. 5, again, they didn't want a booming punt. So let's see, 5 is 48 back 2, which means it is to the 1 yard line. Actually, they did want that. And the punt return number 2, right? Let's see. Yeah, number 2, although, yeah, number 2. And that's a 6, which is a fair catch. So the Steelers are going to have it 1st and 10 at the 1. And they are going to, so they're only going to go line buck with a fullback. And we're going to start the clock. Line buck with the fullback. The Jets are looking for the pass. There is no penalty, and that's a 7 line buck on the Jets defense. And that's going to be 1 yard. So they've got a 2nd and 9. And they're going to go off tackle with the halfback. And they are looking for the, I don't know. What are they looking for? 2nd and 9. They are looking for the run. So they are looking for the run, and it's an 8. Possible offensive penalty, too. So 8 on the running back's card. We got the halfback, so it's Clinton Portis off tackle. Would be 4 yards, because they are looking for it. But let's see if there's an offensive penalty. That's a 4, which is offsides. So half the distance, and they have a 2nd and 10. 10, and they are just going to let it go down to the 2-minute warning, and then they will run their play. Okay, so on the 2-minute warning, there's going to be a play that gets run that will not tick any time off the clock. They've got a 2nd and 10. They're going to go short to the tight end. And the Jets are looking for the pass. And that is a 10 on Rodgers' card, short, which is incomplete. And that gives them a 3rd and 10. And they're in a bad situation now. The clock will start running. And they're going to go end run with a halfback and just be content to punt it out of there. The Jets are looking for the pass. 7, end run 7 on the Jets' defense is 1 yard. So they're going to punt it from the 2. So we're going to stop the clock there. And that's an 8. Punt 8. 43. Oh, no, wait a minute. 41 back 1. 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then back it off 2. They're returning from there. And it's going to be back number 1 on the punt return. He gets a 9, which is 10 yards. That's not bad. So they got it 1st and 10 at the 33. If they can get a first down, they'll be in field goal range. And so they're going to go short to the flanker. And they are looking for the, they're looking for the run. Short pass to the flanker, and that's an 11 short on the Pittsburgh defense. And is that a long gain? No, that is a -8. That's a sack. So that's going to be 2nd and 18 to go. And they're going to go long to the split end, because right now they are definitely out of field goal range. And Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. We're not even rolling for it. That is a 12, long pass 12 on the Pittsburgh defense, and that is 33 yards, my friends. 1, 10, 20, 30, and 2, and they are down to the 8-yard line with a 1st and goal. And they are going to try a short pass into the end zone to the split end, and there's no penalty, and that's a 7 short pass on Warner, which is 10 yards and a touchdown. They score a touchdown right at the end of the quarter, and the extra point is automatic. And so New York gets another touchdown, and they have now got 20 points. And that's how we are at halftime with the score, the Jets 20 and the Steelers 17. Great game. Oh, and welcome back to the second half of our football game between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, as I noted, hopefully at the end of the first half, on the screen, I had the score wrong for New York. It wasn't 20 points, it's 21. So the Jets are leading the Steelers 21-17 as we come into the second half, and the Steelers will be receiving the kickoff. And so we will get on with that. That is a 9, and that's a touchback. So the Steelers are going to have it on the 1st and 10 on the 25. And so we've got the first down marker right there where the Steelers need to go. And we will put in the... now you notice I've got the timer set at 19, and I had it at 23 in the first half. I did an assessment of the first half, and I decided that 23 was a little too long. So I'm going to set it at 19 in the second half, which, if you do the math on that, comes out to an average for all 4 quarters of 21. And that's probably what I'm going to set it to from now on for every game, each quarter being 21 minutes on the timer, to allot for my having to, check charts, write things down, etc. So the Steelers come out, and they're going to go end run with a halfback. And the Jets are looking for the pass. And that is an 11 end run on the Jets defense. And that is 8 yards. So they have a 2nd and 2. And we will start the clock. And, excuse me, 2nd and 2. They're going to go line buck with their fullback. The Jets are looking for the pass again. No penalty. That's a 9. Their fullback, line buck 9, is 5 yards when not looking for it. So they have a 1st and 10 at the 38, and they got to go to the 48. So let's make sure we got that. I will update the board as much as I can, as much as I think about it. And they're going to go end run with a halfback. And they are looking for the pass. And that is a 5. That's an end run on the Jets defense 5, which is fumble -3, 2-3. That's an 8, so it isn't a fumble. But they do lose 3 yards. So, they got a 2nd and 13. And with 2nd and 13, they're going to go short to the split end. The Jets are looking for the pass. And that's a possible offensive penalty. And that's a 7 on short pass on Rodgers is 12 yards. But let's see if there's a penalty on the offense. And that's a 7, and I don't believe there is. No, there isn't. So he gets 12 yards, and they have a 3rd and 1. And with that, they are going to go line buck with the fullback. They're looking for the run, the Jets are. And that is a 6. Line buck on the fullback, 6. And that's 0 because they were looking for it. So they don't get anything. It's 4th down and 1. And they're going to go for it. And they're going to do a flat pass to the tight end. And the Jets, let's see. They are looking for the pass. And that is a 7. There's no penalty. 7 flat pass on the Jets defense. Is incomplete. Unbelievable. They held. That was a risk by the Steelers, and it didn't pay off. So the Jets will take over at the 47 of the Steelers. Unbelievable. So they have a 1st down. And they come out with Kurt Warner. And he's going to start out with a long pass. I mean, they're playing with house money here. And they're looking for the run. And there's no penalty. And that's a 9 on Warner's card long, which is 28 yards. 3, 10, 20, and 5. They have it 1st and 10 at the 20. The Steelers are really regretting that decision. They're going to go end run with the halfback on 1st and 10. The Steelers are looking for the pass. No penalty, and that's a 7 end run on the halfback, who is Bush, and he gets 6 yards. No, wait. No, 3 yards. 3 yards. So they have a 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, they're going to go line buck with the fullback. And 2nd and 7, they are looking for the run. They're looking for the run. And that's a possible defensive penalty, and it's a 10 on the runner's card. So we have a line buck with the fullback, and that's going to be... and they were looking for the run, so it's 0. So let's see if there's a defensive penalty. That's an 8. And we have a no. There's no penalty. So they get no yards, and it is 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, they're going to go short pass to the flanker. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. There's no penalty. That's a 5. 5 on Kurt Warner. Flat pass is 5 yards. 5 yards because they were looking for it. So they have a 4th and 2, and they are going to kick the field goal. So we'll stop the clock because it's a kick. That's a 9 and they're kicking from the 12. That is good. So that's a field goal for the Jets. And they extend their lead to 24-17. And they will kick off. Their kickoff is a 6. That is to the 8-yard line, number 1. And the number 1 back is a 9. And that's 20 yards. So, 28. They get it on the 28, does Pittsburgh. Not the greatest field position, but it's something. It's not the 1 like they were at earlier in the first half of the game. So they've got a 1st and 10. They're down 24-17, so they've really got to get going here. They're going to... Rodgers is going to air it out. He's going to go long to the split end on 1st down. And the Jets are looking for the pass. And that is a 7. There's a possible defensive penalty, but there's a 7 on his passing card, which is incomplete. And let's see if there is a defensive penalty. That is a 6. I don't believe there is. There isn't. So it's 2nd and 10. Second down and 10 to go. They're going to go short to the flanker. The Jets, I don't think, no, they, well, wait a minute. 2nd and 10. 1-13 pass, so they are looking for the run. And so, Rodgers going short, there's no penalty. 8 short pass on the Jets defense. That's going to be incomplete. So, it's 3rd and 10. And they are going to, on 3rd and 10, they're going to go flat pass to the split end. And the Jets are looking for the run for some reason, but they are. 9, flat pass 9. Possible defensive penalty. Flat pass 9 on their defense is receiver, and that's the split end. And that's a 9 to the split end, which is incomplete. Unreal. But is there a defensive penalty? And that is a 10. And 10 is number 2. So we'll refer to number 2 on the penalty chart. That's a roll of a 5. And this was a pass, 5. Roughing the passer 15 yards from the original line of scrimmage. So that was a key mistake by the Jets. 2, 10, 3, and they got a 1st down right there for roughing Rodgers. And by the way, I'm playing, it's not a mistake that I picked this game for week 1. It's because Rodgers is the quarterback of Pittsburgh and all the drama that's surrounding Rodgers and the Packers right now. So we're going to do, they're going to do end run with the halfback. The Jets are looking for the run. No penalty, and that's a 9. And it's end run with a halfback. 9, that's Portis. It is only 3 yards because they were looking for it. So that's going to be 2nd and 7. And they are going to go flat pass to the tight end on 2nd and 7. The Jets are looking for the pass. No penalty, and that's a 10. 10 on the Jets flat pass defense is 3 yards. So they have a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4, they're going to go flat pass again to the split end. The Jets are looking for the run. Oh. There's a possible defensive penalty, and it's a 7 flat pass on the Jets defense. And it's incomplete. So let's roll for the penalty. That is a 7. That's in no penalty. So, long and the short of it is that the Jets are going to, or the Steelers are going to punt. Because this time, they don't trust themselves. 3, and that's a booming punt, too. That is a 54-yarder, so the Jets will take it on the 25 1st down. And they have to go to the 35. So, they want to eat the clock a little bit, so they're going to go end run with the halfback. End run with the halfback, and the Steelers are looking for the run, but that's going to be a long gain, my friends. Long gain on Pittsburgh's defense end run, I believe, yes. And that is a 7, which is only going to be 38 yards, but it's still 38 yards. They'll take it. 10, 20, 30, 8. And they got a 1st and 10 now at the Steelers 37. Looks like. They got to go to the 27 for a 1st down. Well, that works so well, and each time they're going to do it again. And they're looking for the run. The Steelers are looking for the run. 4, possible defensive penalty, but a 4 on the halfback's card. End run is going to be 2 yards. And let's see if there was a defensive penalty. That's a 6. That is, it says opponent number 7, and opponent number 7 is nothing. So, or wait a minute, opponent number 7. So that it's saying refer to to number 7 on the penalty chart. So this was a run attempt, and it's saying on defense. And, yeah, we got to roll the dice. Yeah. And that's a 3. It's holding, so it's 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage. So, that really results in a 1st down for the Jets now at the 27. And they are going to go off tackle with the fullback because they're moving the ball. Sure, the Steelers are helping them. But the Steelers are looking for the run, and that's a 4 off tackle for the fullback, which is 4 yards because they were looking for it. So they have a 2nd and 6. Second and 6 to go, and they're going to go short to the split end. And the Steelers are looking for the pass. Or wait a minute, no. 2nd and 6. 1 to 9. They are still looking for the pass. So it's a short pass 4 on the Pittsburgh defense. That might be picked off. It is 2 to 8. And it is. It's picked off 16 yards down the field, yeah. So 16, and then we'll do the interception return. That's a 9. It's returned for 10 yards. So it's 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. They got a key turnover, which they really needed, because they had to stop the Jets right there one way or the other. And they were already in potential field goal range. So they're going to come out with an end run to the halfback. And that is, they're looking for the run. They are looking for the run. And that's a 5. End run 5 on the Jets defense is going to be a fumble, possible fumble. Fumble -3, 2 to 3. And it isn't, but it is -3 yards. So they have a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13, they're going to go short pass to the tight end. They have to stop fooling around here. The Jets are looking for the pass. There's a possible defensive penalty, and where is the white die? There it is. That is a 5, short pass, 5 on Rodgers' card. Is incomplete, and the potential penalty is an 8 on the Jets defense, which is nothing. So it's 3rd and 13. And now he's going to go short to the flanker. 20. I think they're looking for the run. 3rd and 1 to 7. Yeah, they are looking for the run for some reason. That's a 7. Possible offensive penalty. But 7 short passes, 12 yards. Let's see if there is a penalty on the Steelers, though. That's a 6. It isn't. There is no penalty, so they do get 12 yards. And they have a 4th and 1 again. 3. Yeah. 4th and 1. So this is a bit of a quandary for the Steelers. But they're only down by a touchdown. So they are going to punt this time. They're too close. They don't want to chance it. That is an 8 on the punt, which is 41 back 1. One, 10, 20, 30, 40, and the Jets will return the punt from there. And that is a 7. It's going to be on the Steelers punt return card. And that's going to be 12 yards. So that was a nice return there. And they're going to get a 1st and 10 right there. And they're going to let the we're going to let the quarter run down. And at the end of the quarter, we have the Jets winning 24-17. All right, last quarter is just about to start, and the Jets will do a long pass to the split end on 1st and 10. They actually have. And the Steelers are looking for the pass, and that is an 8. You got Warner, number 8, on the long pass. And he's got a double long gain at 8. And that is an 8 on long gain, which is 41 yards, people. 41 yards. So 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, and back it off 2. And he's got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they're going to have to go to the 7 for a 1st down. So, not good for the Steelers. They're going to go end run with a halfback. They are looking for the pass. End run 7. Possible offensive penalty, though. But that is Sammy Morris. 7 is, what were they looking for? They were looking for the pass. So that is going to be a short gain. And that's a 6, which would be 18 yards, and it would be a touchdown unless there is a penalty on the Jets, and that's a 5. And there isn't. There's no penalty on the Jets, so they do have another 7 points. And that brings their score to 31. And there will be a kick, so we're going to stop the clock. Fourth touchdown of the day for the Jets. And they will kick off, and now the Steelers are in real trouble. 7 to the 10, number 2. They catch it at the 10, number 2 back, but I think there's only 1. And there is, and it's referred to the Jets card, and that's 22. So 10, 20, and 2. You got a 1st and 10 right there. And Rodgers is going to work. And he really has got his work cut out for him right here. They're going to go short to the flanker because they've got to score quickly now, relatively quickly. Short to the flanker. The Jets are looking for the run, I believe. Yes, they are. And that's a 6, possible defensive penalty. 6 short on Aaron Rodgers is 13 yards. But let's see if there is an offensive penalty, if there's a penalty on the offense. 11 is opponent number 1. So it's going to refer to the Jets. And this was a pass. All pass attempts, number 1. And it's defensive pass interference. So it's going to be 15 yards. So the Jets, with some pass interference there. And this time they're going to go short to the split end. They still got to keep the pressure on and keep passing. And the Jets know that, and they're looking for the pass. And that is an 8 on Rodgers' card. And 8 is must run, because they were looking for it. So we got Rodgers out on his own, running along. And that's a 3. That's pretty good. It's 11 yards, so he gets the 1st down. And so he still has a 1st and 10. And he keeps them alive. Well, really, I mean, it wasn't 4th down coming up anyway, but definitely helps. And they're going to go flat pass to the tight end. The Jets are looking for the pass. No penalty. That's a 7 flat pass on the Jets defense, which is incomplete. So they got a 2nd and 10. And they're going to go short pass to the flanker. The Jets are looking for the pass. No penalty, and it's an 8. 8 short pass is a must run because they are looking for it again. That time it's a terrible run by him, and it's a fumble -5. And 2 to 6 or 12, they get it back, but they don't. So the Jets are going to take over right there. And that was the last thing they really needed. So now the Jets have a 1st down at the 47-yard line, at their own 47-yard line. And of course, they just want to eat the clock now, so they're going to go off tackle with a halfback. And the Steelers are looking for it. And that's a 4 off tackle with Bush, or off tackle with Sammy Morris. And that is 4, which is 5 yards. Or wait a minute, no. No, 3 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, they're going to go line buck with the fullback. The Steelers are looking for it. There's no penalty, and that's a 7 line buck on their defense, which is 6 yards. And so now it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, there's no surprise here. They're going to go line buck with the halfback. The Steelers, given the situation, are just going to look for the run. And that is a 7 line buck on the Pittsburgh defense, which is 6 yards. So they do 4-2. There you go. And they got to go right there. Jets keep moving the ball. 1st and 10. They're going to go end run with a halfback on 1st down. They are looking for the run. There is no penalty, and that's a 10 on end run. 10 end run on the Pittsburgh defense is 6 yards. So they got a 2nd and 4. They're going to go line buck with the fullback. I mean, they might as well keep grounding and pounding since... I hate when this happens. All right, they're looking for the pass. Looking for the pass. There is no penalty. It's a 6, and it's on the defense. So 6 line buck on the Pittsburgh defense is 7 yards. So they got a 1st down right there. And they just keep pounding, 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 and moving, moving, moving. First and 10, they're going to go end run with the halfback. Pittsburgh is looking for the run, as they really should be. No penalty, and it's an 8. End run 8 on the Pittsburgh defense is 5 yards. So they got a 2nd and 5. And then they're going to break it out of their, they're going to break out of the doldrums here. They're going to go short to the flanker, see if they can't get the touchdown right here. Catch them napping. They are looking for the run. And that's a 10, short pass. 10 on Kurt Warner's card is 13 yards. 1, 10, 2. So they got a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. So 1st and effectively really 8. And they're going to go off tackle with a halfback. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. And off tackle 10, there's a possible offensive penalty. Off tackle 10 on the Pittsburgh defense is 0 yards. Let's see if there is a penalty. That's a 9. 9 is opponent offsides. So that's going to be 5 yards. And it's going to be 1st and 3. 1st and 3, they're going to go line buck with the fullback. Pittsburgh is just looking for the run. And that's a possible defensive penalty. 7 line buck on the Pittsburgh defense is 6 yards. But let's see if there was a penalty on them. 7, I don't think there is. There isn't, but it's a touchdown. So 38. And the Jets have really kind of put this out of, I think, out of reach with their 5th touchdown of the day, and they will kick off. That is a 6 to the 8, number 1. And Pittsburgh gets a 12. Number 1 back returning, 12. And that's going to be a 29-yard return. So 29 and 8 is 37, out to the 37. 1st and 10. Not a lot of time left. Rodgers, they're going to go long to the flanker. The Jets are looking, well, let's see. They're going to look past 1 to 15. No, 1 to 16. They're looking past 1 to 16 the whole way, every time. So, and they're going to go long to the flanker. Possible defensive penalty, and it's a 4. Long pass 4 on the Jets defense is a long gain. But let's see if there is a penalty on them. It's an 8. There isn't, so they're going to roll for the long gain. This really needs to be a touchdown. 4, it isn't going to quite be. It's 55 yards. So 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 2, and they're down at the 8. So 1st down and 8 to go. And they're going to go short to the tight end. The Jets again looking for the pass, 1 to 15. And that's a 10. Short pass 10 is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. 1 to 15. They are looking for it. That's a 7. Possible offensive penalty, though. 7, what was this? Short pass, 7 on Rodgers' card. It's 12 yards. It would be a touchdown. But they roll a 4 on their own card, which is offsides. So it's gonna knock them back, and they're gonna have a 3rd and 13. Or no, 2nd and 13, because that was a penalty. 2nd and 13, they're gonna go short to the flanker. They are looking for the pass. Possible defensive penalty, 2 short pass on the Jets defense. That's going to be a sack, -8, but let's see if there's a penalty on them. That's a 2. Offsetting penalties. So it's going to be really 2nd and 13 again. So this time they're going to go short to the split end. They are looking for the pass. That is a 7. Short pass on Rodgers, which is 12 yards, and it is a, no, it isn't. They had to go, so they're down to the 1. They got a 3rd and 1, 3rd and goal to go, really. They're going to go line buck with the fullback. Jets looking for the pass, 1 to 15 still. They are looking for the pass. Possible defensive penalty, 9, line buck on the Jets defense. Is going to be 2 yards, and it would be a touchdown. Let's see if there's a penalty on them. That's a 10. number two on their, let's see, run, personal foul, 15 yards, and a first down. But they are going to, they're going to refuse. I don't even know if they can refuse that, but they are going to, and it'll result in a touchdown for the Steelers. 24 points. And they get their third touchdown. And what a game this is, 38-24. And they're going to, I don't know how long that clock was stopped, but they're going to kick off. 5 is to the 15, number 1. So the Jets will return it with their number 1 back. That's an 8. That's on the Pittsburgh punt or kickoff return. That's 21 yards. Good field position for the Jets. And they are going to do the same grounding and pounding. We're going to go back to the clock. And they're going to go end run with a halfback. They're looking for the pass, actually. They shouldn't be, but 3. That is a 3 end run on, actually on Sammy Morris, which is 20 yards because they weren't looking for it. 4, 10, 6. And they will go off tackle with the fullback. And it's really 1st and 10. And they are looking for the pass. And that is a 7 on off tackle, right? Off tackle 7 on Pittsburgh's defense is 3 yards. This is going to be a bugaboo for the Steelers all season long, is the fact that their defense is not that great. So they will, they're going to go end run with a halfback. And Pittsburgh is looking for they're looking for the run. And that is a 10 and a possible defensive penalty. But 10 on end run on Sammy Morris, which is 9 yards since they weren't looking for it. But let's see if there was a penalty. 7 there wasn't. So he just gets the, what was that? I think it was, I'm going to call it 7 yards. I don't remember, so I know he got the first down, so we'll put him here. 1st and 10. First and 10, they're going to go short to the split end just to change things up a little bit. They are looking for the pass, though. There's a possible defensive penalty, and it's a 7 on Warner's passing card, which would be 10 yards. But let's see if there's a defensive penalty. That's an 8. There isn't, so it is 10 yards. And they get the first down at the 19. They got to go to the 9. And they are going to go end run with a halfback. Pittsburgh is looking for the run. That is a 9. End run 9 with the halfback. Sammy Morris is 6 yards. So they got a 2nd and 4. Second and 4, they're going to go line buck with a fullback. Pittsburgh is looking for the pass. That's going to be a 12. 12 on line buck on the fullback's card, which will be 4 yards. And that is just enough to get the first down. So they got a 1st and 10. And they're going to go short pass to the flanker. Pittsburgh is looking for the run. That's an 8 with no penalty. So 8 on, what is it, short pass? On Warner is, they're not looking for it, so it's receiver. And this is the flanker. Flanker 10, short, 17 yards, and a touchdown. And that is going to be, and they're just blowing them out of the water now, 45. And the 6th touchdown for the Jets on the day. And they're going to wait till a 2-minute warning, and then there will be a kickoff. And a kickoff and a free play before the clock will start to run. And that's a 9. So 9 on the kickoff for the Jets is touchback. So the Steelers will have it on the 25. They are not really going to win this game, so they're just going to go end run with a halfback. And they're looking for the pass, the Jets are. And that's a 5, and it's a possible defensive or a possible offensive penalty. But 5-5. Oh. Okay, 5-5, and what was the play? End run with a halfback. And it's on the defense. So it's on the Jets defense, end run 5, fumble -3, 2-3. And it isn't, but it is a loss of 3 yards. Second and 3, or no, second and 13. Second and 13, and now we will start the clock again. They're going to go off tackle with the fullback. Jets are looking for the run. No penalty, and it's an 11 off tackle on the Jets defense, which is 2 yards. So it's 3rd and 11. And we should have been running the clock there, so they're going to go short to the flanker. The Jets are looking for the pass. They wouldn't look for anything else. And that is a 6 short pass on the Jets defense, which is -9. And so they're going to punt from there. And that's a 7. And their punt is 42 back 1. 10, 20, 30, 40, 2, and back number 1 returning. That's a 7. It's on their punt return card, which is 1 yard. Okay, and then they're going to go off tackle with a halfback. They are looking for the pass. That is a 6 off tackle on the Pittsburgh defense, which is 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. And then they're going to go line buck with the fullback. Pittsburgh is looking for, what is this, 2nd and 5. 1-9 pass, so they are looking for the run. That is an 8, and 8 line buck on their defense is 5 yards and a first down. And we are going to just let the clock run out from there. Only 25 seconds left, so that's going to be it. And that's going to be the final score. You got the final score, 45-24, Jets over the Steelers. And leave a comment below. Remember, subscribe if you haven't, because I got a lot more games coming your way every week. Planning on it. But right now, that's it for me. Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke, signing off.